Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dominic. I'm out here with Brandon and we're 9 to 5 Tactical. So we decided to come out here and make a video on how far 50 rounds can go on a range day. The reason for that is because there's a lot been talks on forums, Reddit, etc. about upcoming ammo shortage. So we really want to see how far and what you can accomplish with 50 rounds. So for today, we have just one target. It is an IDPA. Usually we use a USPSA. Unfortunately, we did not have those today. So we had to make our own makeshift A-zone, as well as A-zone head box. Also, we're just using one Sharpie to mark all our hits. So that saves how many items you need to bring to the range, makes things a little bit more cost effective. So as this is a self-defense drill, or test really, there are no mulligans, and make sure you press check, because if you fail to do those and have a mulligan, you still have to run through it. There are no redos. So for this drill, we are tracking everything. We are tracking time, and we are also tracking points of your hits. And the points are, the A zone is a 5, C and B, those are 3 points, and delta, or miss, is a 1. We'll add a link to the actual drill and how that's done, so you can get any more details that we don't cover here. So moving on to stage 1, we have one shot to the A zone at 7 yards. We'll do that 2 times. So we'll move on to the first stage here, and hopefully I can do this well too.
7 yards.
Here we are at 7 yards, stage 1, one shot to the A zone. Here we go. Actually, first, before I do that, make sure one's in the chamber. Stage 1. So that's one shot in the A zone at 199.
Show it. One more time.
Here for the second round to the A zone. Oh, had a mulligan there. Dropped my shirt too soon. That resulted in a 282. Here's my first shot at 199, and then here's my second shot at 282, where I did have that mulligan. Still in the A zone, but losing some points there for time. So moving on to stage 2, this will be 2 shots into the A zone head box at 7 yards. We'll go ahead and showcase that here. Here we go, stand by. Looks like that's 2 B zones there. One up above, one below. That was done at a 266. So moving on to the final stage, we'll be doing a build drill, trying to get all shots fast accurate as possible into the A zone. That's also done at 7 yards. Stand by. That's 1 delta, I think.
Time?
That was a 310. So we got, ooh, would you call that a line break?
Nope.
Nah.
That's a delta.
That's 1 delta. Oh, that is for sure a line break. You can see it crease around the note card just barely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's it. 10 rounds done. All right, so with the skill check done, we will move into the scoring. So how that works is, first we'll tally up our total points that are possible, which is 50, and then we will add our total time on all 4 stages, divide total points by total time, and then we will multiply the score by 12.5 to normalize a 100-point system. So we'll move on to my scoring here and how I did. So I scored a total of 52. I lost
42.
Oh, 42, yeah. Whoops, I wish I could do that well. So I dropped 2 points here by getting 1 in the B zone, as well as another one here in the B zone, and then I lost 4 points on a delta here. So that brought my total score to 42, and with all the stages combined, I got a score of 1057, which gave me a total score of 4966.
All right, my turn to give it a shot. I'm gonna start with the first 2, were just both A zone chest. 7 yards. Press checks are free. All right. Stand by. That was in a 129. Do that one more time. Stand by. One, two, three. Check those hits real quick. Right there. That was my second one. And the first one right there. Both A zone hits. That was a hole from earlier. Don't even count that one. All right, next one, 7 yards, 2 in the head box. Stand by. $185. Check those hits. Stacked them right there. Perfect.
Nice.
Last one is a bill drill at 7 yards. Bill drill. Here we go. 7 yards. Stand by. Ah, 202. So close. That sub 2 there. But I think that was all clean. That was
clean.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, all in, all clean. There we go.
So we'll go ahead and move on to Brandon's here. He did an exceptional job. He did not drop any. He got all in the A-zone head box as well as the A-zone torso. So his score is a 50, and his total time of all 4 stages was a 6:39, which brought his score to a 97.8. So what does the scoring mean? Obviously, points should mean something. So what this test calls for here in the standards, starting with the lowest of competent CCW, is 25 to 49.9. That's where I fell, so I'm classified as a competent CCW. Now, next one is professional at 50 to 74.99, and then advanced 75 to 99.99, which is where Brandon fell. So he's classified as an advanced shooter. And then the maximum skill, the final skill, Ultra Mega Boss, is the master. Okay, so with that wrapped up, that is our first 10 rounds done. Now the skill check, we run it first because we think this is the most important. This really emphasizes where your skill is at by running it cold. You don't have to run it cold, the drill doesn't necessarily call for that, but we do like to do that first, because in a real life self-defense situation, your attacker or whatever's going on is not going to wait for you to warm up. So this really does simulate as realistic as a real possible situation as you can get. So with that, we will move on to the next drill, which Brandon will explain to us.
I move on to the next drill. We run a modified Mozambique drill. Basically what that is at 3 yards, we'll do 2 in the A zone chest and 1 in the entirety of the B zone head box. So just 2 here and 1 anywhere up here. We do this at 3 yards and we try to go as fast as we possibly can. You really want to stay below that 1.5 mark. This is really testing that speed and that grip acquisition right out of the holster, as well as a quick transition right in the recoil up to hit that head box. So we'll simulate that real quick. We'll do it at 3 yards. So 1.5 is a good place to start off trying to get below in time. Expert time, I believe, is 1.25 or less, but we'll see what we can do. All right, stand by. That was in a 127. Take those hits real quick. That was a 1, 2, 3. That was clean, so I'll do one more time. See if I can get that blood 125 mark. Stand by. $130, actually a little bit slower. First shot's a 9.3. Still clean, 1, 2, 3. So.
All right, so moving on to the next drill, we'll be doing 2 R2s. Now what that calls for is a good draw as well as good weapon handling and manipulation. Now the reason why I do 2 R2 instead of 1 R1 is we want to make sure our grip is set from the draw as well as reacquiring our grip from the reload, so both the second shots will land. All right, so what does this drill call for? We will be doing 2 shots to the A-zone chest at 5 yards. Then we will do a reload slide lock, and then 2 shots again into the A-zone chest. The goal you want to go for is around 4 seconds and below. An expert time would be 3.5 seconds and below. So we'll go ahead and then run that, see if we can reach that goal. All right. To run this, stand by. So that was a 481. So that was one here, one here, one here, and I think, oh, there it is. One there. So that was clean at a little bit slower, did not meet the goal, but we'll try it again, see if we can. Stand by. Messed up the reload there, didn't really improve as a 4.8. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, still clean, but did not make 4 seconds.
All right, the current round count is at 24 rounds. The next 8 rounds are gonna be dedicated towards this next drill, which the quarter fire is gonna be at 5 yards. It's gonna be 2 in the head box from compressed ready. Next one is gonna be from low ready, 2 in the head box. And the last 2 are gonna be all from draw. So 2 from draw, and then again, draw, 2 in the head box. So we'll run that right now at 5 yards. Okay. Press checks are free. Thank goodness I did, because I don't have any ammo in here. All right. So on the timer, from compressed ready, 2 in the head box. Go, stand by. All right, that was a 111, and I dropped 1 low in the B zone. Right there is 1, then 2. And do it one more time. We'll do it from low ready. Okay, and this one doesn't really have any time constraints. It kind of goes as fast as you can go accurately, but currently, let's try it again. Stand by. We're ready. That was in a 130. Those were all clean. There. Other one was height over bore. I actually put it right there and hit down there. Let's try it again. This one, 2 runs in a row, all from holster. So, let's see here. All right. Stand by. I was in a 178. First shot right there, second shot right there. Keep holding my dot right there and dropped it just barely. So I need to be mindful of my sight over bore. Okay. Last run, bring us 8 rounds. Stand by. All right, that was in a 180. All right, first shot was right there. I keep putting a dot right around here. It hits right there, but the second shot I brought up. So clean on that last one, 180.
So So we'll be moving on to the next drill. This time we'll be slowing things down, focusing on accuracy. What we'll be doing is shooting at a 1-inch target, 3 rounds at 5 yards, and then the second one will be at 7 yards, 3 rounds. So it'll be a total of 6 rounds there. So now we're at the target. Here are my 1-inch-ish drawn squares. Don't make fun of me, I didn't go to art school. So we'll do that. We'll go to 5 yards first here. Here we go, 3 rounds. We'll start with the square in the center here at 5 yards. Right, there we go. So I failed. so this, for me, what deficiencies are these? I think I'm probably still slapping the trigger and not prepping it, so my shots are going straight down. I did have my dot placed right in the center of the square. Here, I may have used too much support hand. What I mean by that, not necessarily, you can't really have too much grip here necessarily. It could have been my thumbs, I think, were stressed out, so I pushed it right a little bit at the target. Here, same thing, prep the trigger, support hand too much, driving that thumb. Need to relax a little bit. So now we'll be moving out to 7 yards, and hopefully I can get that down here. Just take these things slower. May have taken that a little too fast. So here we go, 3 rounds. So this one here, not enough support hand, relax my hand too much, not great trigger prep. But this one here, this one did actually feel good. I did notice that one. That was a perfect combination, everything there.
What shot was that?
That was my second shot.
Okay. So the last drill we're going to run is the bill drill. We are running now at 38 rounds. The last 12 are going to be all done on the bill drill at 7 yards. We did bill drills earlier for the skill check portion, but we like to end the day with it as well. That way, next time we come out, we can apply everything we just learned that we did throughout the day. So 7 yards, bill drill, 6 rounds on the A-zone chest. The goal here is to get below 2 seconds. All right, now we're at 7 yards. We're gonna run the bill drill, do it twice. Let's see how we do. The goal here is to get below 2 seconds eventually. All right, here we go. Stand by. Ooh, trigger freeze. 216. I believe I had 2 or 1 Charlie at least. 2 Charlies. Five. Oh, we're here. 6.
And your hands must be getting cold.
It is. My hands are freezing right now. All right, so I had 1, 2, 3 Charlies. I'll see if I can clean that up for us. Stand by. 193.
Look cleaner too.
Then 1, 2, 3 right there, I guess. I don't remember that one being there before.
Got 1 shot up
3,
here.
4. There's 1 right here too. 5, 6. So I guess I must have pushed that one over there. So 2 Charlies, 1 and 2. So 193, not too bad, I'd say. I did clean up those 2 Charlies, but for a sub-second bill drill, all within a C-zone target, I'll take it.
With that, that's 50 rounds done. As you can see, running 6 drills and having a test drill in the beginning, you can do quite a bit with 50 rounds. So that concludes our video. If you like what you saw, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. If you enjoy this type of content where we do drills, we have plenty more we can showcase. Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.